Hey guys, so today I'm going to play with these two ornaments that I have at my disposal, and they're broken. They don't have the string anymore, and instead of fixing that and putting more string on them, I decided that what I wanted to do was put them in coasters. So I have these two square molds. So this first step is fairly easy. I have my resin all mixed up, and I'm going to go ahead and pour that. Alright, so we'll wait a few minutes and then I will come back, pop these bubbles, and then in about 30 minutes I'll start to stick these in the clear layer. So we've got our ornament. I'm gonna go ahead and just sit it on top real quick, because what I really want to do is kind of just let it float in by itself, and hopefully by doing that I minimize the air bubbles. Let me grab my toothpick real quick. So I don't want it to go too deep, because I don't want like when it flips, I don't want the snowflake to peek through the resin. And what I mean by that is I don't want the all of the resin to disappear from under the snowflake itself, and then the snowflake is kind of just sitting there on top of the resin. If that happens by some chance, I have a way to fix that, so I'm not too nervous about it. So for the most part right now, we have the snowflakes sitting on top of the resin. There's a little bit that's coming up in between them, but because I let the resin set up, the snowflake isn't just completely sinking to the bottom. But also it may just be because of the ornament itself that it floats more than sinks. So normally what I would do in this case is I would let the let the mold sit for about 3 hours, and that way this layer is hard enough for me to go in and add another layer on top. But it's a little late at night, so I'm actually going to let these sit out overnight and set up, and then tomorrow morning I will come in and I will add the additional layer. Hey guys, so it is day 2 of the snowflake resin coasters. These have actually set for a full 24 hours, and I just want to give you guys a quick close-up. So they're sitting pretty much on top, or partially on top of the layer, but they're also partially in it, which I am okay with. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the second layer on top today, and I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and use the pearl white pigment from Magic Fly. And since I tend to mix up too much resin when I do it, I have my Tic Tac Toe molds out today, and I'm going to play with the gold and black Magic Fly pigments in addition to the pearl white, and kind of make a sort of fancier looking Tic Tac Toe boards today. I haven't played with these since the last video where I used or made the Tic Tac Toe boards, and those were actually gifts, so those are gone. Once I make these, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with them, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Lots of fun. So let me go ahead and mix up some resin, and then I will be back to start playing. Alright guys, so here is everything. We've got the Tic Tac Toe boards. I didn't know what to do as far as the design, so this is just me playing in the board. But we've got the Tic Tac Toe board. Once these are done, I will go back and make more X's and O's so that there are enough for each board, in case I use them as gifts or anything like that. And then we have the Snowflake coasters, and you can see that faint pearly tint, which I love. I think it's so pretty. It did take about 40 drops of this pigment in order to get this level of pearl, and I put so this is 100, I think 100 milliliter cup, and I filled it about the full way, so that's about 100 milliliters. So 40 drops. There's still a good amount left though, so I'm not too mad at it, but yeah. This is pretty much it for now. I am going to let this sit overnight. I'll give it a full 24 hours. We'll come back. We will unmold everything and see how it turned out. So until then. Alright guys, so it is day 2. I've let these sit, and so I am ready to go ahead and see what they look like. It is raining outside, so if you hear anything, that's probably the storm. But we'll go ahead and do the tic-tac-toe boards first. Even though they're not the main point of this video, I just want to see what they look like. Because I know, like, this looks a little funky, but I'm hoping that the other side looks good. Okay, so I see a problem. So the ink, it dipped. So I guess that unlike alcohol ink, we definitely don't want to just drop the ink in. So I'm imagining that that is going to be the same thing we run into for the rest of these and the letters. But I have to also clean that ink out. Other than that, it actually looks really cool, like kind of like really artsy fartsy. So yeah, the ink kind of just did what it wanted to do, and it's wet. So what I'll do is I'm going to I'll try to clean off all of the black ink ones, and then when I redo, or when I do more letters so that they're playable for the boards, I'm going to use alcohol ink instead of the pigment. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and unmold our little snowflake coasters and see how it came out. Look how pretty that is. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay. That's so cute. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. So here you can see, like, the snowflake is suspended almost. It gives like a suspended look. So that is so adorable. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but if you keep an eye out on my Etsy store, they may end up there, but it's freaking adorable. And I feel like the color here was just enough to just add a little bit of a background without it being too much color. That's freaking adorable. They're so pretty, and the resin doesn't like dull their shine or anything. So that is it, y'all. Those were the coasters, and then you also saw the tic-tac-toe boards. what I'm going to do with those is I'm going to let the ink dry, because I did try to wipe the ink off of one of the boards and it's sticky, and I don't want to disturb the top of the board too much. So I'm going to let the ink dry, and then what I'll do is take that Krylon glaze spray and I will spray that over the top to just help preserve the surface of the board, since that's obviously not resin that's on top at this point. But that is it, you guys. These are the coasters. If you like the video, please hit that thumbs up. You can also leave a comment if you feel so inclined, and don't forget to subscribe if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.